Well, Sean, if we start with the news of the Capital One Cup second round draw, what's your reaction to that one?
It was a home tie, I suppose. That's the first thing I imagine the supporters will look at after the long journey they had to Gillingham. It's one of those. It's I don't know how many games we've got before that, so at the minute it's something that we've just put in the back burner and we'll deal with as and when it comes around.
I guess there's always that prestige attached to facing a top flight club.
Well, they did extremely well last season, Crystal Palace. Any team that gets out the Championship, you've got to respect. But they'll, and it's now they're in the situation with, what type of team do they play? Their priority will be to stay in the division, and invariably a lot of the Premier Division clubs use it to blood quite a few of their youngsters. So, we're second guessing at the minute, but no, it's a home fixture. I think that's probably the crucial element with the away games that we've got coming up.
Coventry on Sunday. I mean, I know only a couple of games into the season, but what have you made of them so far?
Well, they're in turmoil, I suppose. I mean, to having to play your home games away at Northampton is not ideal, and that either brings people together, in a common cause, and supporters, the club, been there myself, and in situations where you just go, well, we've got no other option now but to stick together. So a bit of a free scoring team, but also conceding at the same time. So I'm sure Stephen will be looking at trying to shore things up a little bit, but going forward they're capable of scoring goals, which is always a good habit to have.
It's going to be quite an unusual occasion, I suppose. I mean, them playing in an unfamiliar home ground, do you think it could almost neutralise that home advantage? Certainly not expecting a big crowd.
I don't think it's ideal. I don't think it's ideal for us, if I'm honest. And there's going to be a bit of a circus following it, because it is the first time a club as prestigious as Coventry are playing another ground and all the things that are going on around it. So, in some sense, I think we can't deal with that. It's something that I'm sure that it's more important for the Coventry players to sort of deal with that. But like I say, in adversity, people stick together, and I'm sure that'll be Stephen's message to his players, and to try and make a temporary home as comfortable as they can. From
your experience, I mean, how did you get through it personally when you were in the financial problems you had at Bournemouth?
That's why I've got no hair. Like I said, we had to pull the football side of it away from the politics. We almost became a contained unit. Actually did our own fundraising. Didn't really go to anybody for anything. We sort of tried to say, well, if we wanted an overnight stay, if we wanted new footballs, or if we wanted anything like that, then we'd look at it and go, well, rather than asking people, because we knew that wasn't possible, we'd instead of moaning about it, we just got together and got the money ourselves. The team as an element is a powerful force, and we use the team, to sponsor things, to publicise things, to use that element to raise some cash. So that in itself brings people together, because they're all seeing the benefits of what they do. So if we do something and we earn a couple of £1,000, we get new balls in the training pitch the next day, then all the players felt they've contributed to it. So little things like that made a big difference.
In terms of your present day squad, any new injuries to report following Tuesday's game?
No, everybody's okay. Everybody's trained, so everybody, touch wood, is okay.
Lewis Carey's been absent from the first couple of squads. I mean, how is he? I gather he's got an injury.
He's just got a dead leg, and he just, he's at an age where, probably a youngster would shrug him off, but it takes a little bit more time. But like I said before, his role is as important off the pitch as it is on the pitch. He's still an integral part of the squad, even though he's not been actually, he's not having any playing time. But it's nothing serious. He'll be okay. It's just going to take a little bit longer than he would be if he was 26.
And off the pitch, the Albert Adoma saga is finally over. How pleased are you to kind of get that one all signed off, and now where you are with that?
Well, I think we always knew where we were, if I'm honest. I think for Albert's sake, it's it's something that needs to be resolved one way or the other. I think we were hoping that he would still be a Bristol City player, but you can understand. It's a fantastic club, Middlesbrough, and great tradition as well, and another wealthy chairman that's looking to get back into the Premier League. So he'll be a welcome addition to their squad. I know Tony was bemoaning that their lack of depth was going to cost them dear, so he'll be pleased to actually finally got it over the line. And like I said before, Albert's attitude and application since all this has been going on has been first class. So he goes with everybody's blessing.
Financially, might there be an opportunity to reinvest the money, whether in this transfer window or at a later date?
Yeah, we've got first team squad of 18 players at the minute, so and possibly one or two that on the fringes that probably need to go somewhere to play regular. So we need we get one or two injuries in games when they come thick and fast. Then then people will go, well, the squad's not strong enough, so we need to lost Albert, lost Stephen. So we need to bolster the strength of the squad for like I say, for the league season, which is game after game after game.